Hello everyone, my name is SurrealBelief, and here with me today is Tokshen, and we're doing another online battle. Tokshen, how do you feel about my build?
Yeah, your build's great. Let's see what your build is. Oh, look, that's a Grail Knight? A Grail Knight and a Grail Knight, huh?
Right. I feel like I have a few more too. Now, to let you know, I was in a jokey mood, and I wanted to bring in a jokey build, and I was playing as Bretonia, and I did note that we were fighting on a very flat map. Now, because of that, I brought in a lot of Grail Knights. I really did not know how well that would go. I mean, if they brought any type of anti-large, I would have been in big trouble, but they didn't. And
how many Grail Knights did you bring, Surreal?
Look, I don't want to talk about that part, but I brought in enough to fill our needs, all right?
Okay.
Enough.
I brought a core of Chaos Marauders with Great Axe Infantry because we were fighting against a Chaos player and I wanted to do anti-armor damage. I brought a Sorcerer with the, I believe it's the Death Magic that has the direct damage spell that's really good against single target characters. And I'm trying out a Chaos Giant as well as 4 different Chaos Knights to support Surreal's Knight lunacy that's going on here.
That is correct. I brought in quite a few, and in the very beginning I tried to go around to get ready to flank them. And I believe that you might be following me. Yeah, you followed me at a later point, but over the cliff, I wanted to go around to stay out of their line of sight. If you look at what they have, they brought in 2 Hell Cannon, which is way too many. They brought in some Chariots, which are okay. They brought in a bunch of Marauders, too, which is really kind of strange. I'm not used to seeing a Chaos player not bring in armor. I wonder if he was actually doing what you were trying to do, too, and just not bring in armor. Now, he did bring in Chosen, and those Hell Cannons are no joke, man. They will collapse your leadership quickly. Oh,
yeah, they will.
The dwarf player brought in a bunch of organ guns, which are pretty rough, but I mean, I could outmaneuver him pretty fast. There we go.
Dwarf player's pretty slow. Oh, look at the dwarves fly.
Oh, they're flying. They're going. Now, an issue that dwarf players have, because I've played them too, and I'm a big fan of the dwarf faction as a whole, is that they're not able to move quickly. So whenever you're fighting one army that's able to move quickly and go all around you, you're gonna have a pretty tough time.
Yeah, let's say if a player brings nothing but Cav, you're gonna have a hard time as dwarves to track them down.
Weird, I know. And then here comes a little bit more of my Grail Knights over here. And again, do not take it as like a serious build. I really didn't know how it would go, but it definitely did work out, only because I didn't really feel like micromanaging all of my peasantry, because they break a lot.
They do. And now we have Chaos on Chaos in the middle. We got Giants on Giants.
Oh, man.
I dropped down that single target spell on their Giant to try and weaken him a little bit with my Chaos Sorcerer. And I think it was at this time that you were telling me to pull out from the dwarf, because you're like, listen, dude, the dwarf player can't move, so let's just focus everything on that Chaos player and let the dwarf player follow us, because they're going to be super slow. And so we start pulling out from the dwarf engagement and focus solely on the enemy Chaos player at this point.
Correct. I mean, all they had to really do was kind of box things up and fight together, but they didn't. And even in the very start, he probably could have moved his men over to the Chaos player. But again, if you look at what he tried to do, he tried to box up. And really, that's fine. I was going to let him be on his own. So yeah, I actually do remember saying that we should focus on Chaos, which we did. And they're falling apart now.
Yeah, they don't really have too much left at this point. But when fighting against a bunch of Grail Knights and another Chaos faction, what are you going to do?
There's not a lot. Or 2-2.
I think their Chariot got a lot of kills against my poor Marauders, though.
Right. And right now I have Karl Franz going after their leader, who's beginning to run. I freaked him out, and now he's fleeing again. Goodbye, 2-2, the wizard.
That's not Karl Franz that you have, buddy.
Wait, it's not mine?
You're King Leon Cure, man.
No, I forgot. How did I forget? Right. Right.
You're not Karl Franz. What are you doing?
I didn't mean that, guys.
You have insulted the king, man. What is...
I did. Oh, man. The real king. The true king.
Yeah.
My bad. But yeah, I have him. Okay.
You have your Grail Knights surrounding their poor Chaos Giants. I'm hitting him with another single target spell and bringing my Giant in to try and help finish him off.
Look at that dwarf player.
Yeah, look at that dwarf player. I kept a couple Knights to try and just keep harassing him to slow him down from moving to help the Chaos player. Yeah, like I don't even think he would have moved to help the Chaos player anyway.
Right.
He does have also 3 Iron Drakes, which I didn't even notice before, the flamethrower people.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Now, those are not really that great to use. I mean, they cost way too much. I mean, they're going to be flanked at some point. You're not going to be able to keep them safe the entire time. I suppose they could be okay, but they're very fragile, and I'm not a huge fan.
I will say I've managed to use them only one time very effectively, but when you do get to use Iron Drakes effectively on a group of infantry, it feels really good.
Feels good, right?
To see people get covered in flamethrower, like it's pretty good.
I usually like to use 2 so I can cross my streams.
Oh yeah, dude, you always cross the streams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're never not cross the streams.
All right, let's go look at what he has going on here. He's trying to move forward with only 3 groups of infantry. You're beginning to line up. My Grail Knights are kind of cleaning up right now. I mean, they are doing some janitorial work here, wiping that field clean.
Your Grail Knights kind of just cleared everything else. Now, he said his 3 Iron Breakers, which Iron Breakers are going to hold. They are really good at holding. But the thing is, they're so outnumbered. I'm not sure why he only sent half the force. It may be because I was still harassing him with my Chaos Knights in the back. I'm not sure. But yeah,
no, he's blowing you up now.
Oh, he is. I don't think I realized that these were Iron Breakers when I was fighting it, because I was micromanaging my cab. But here we go, charging in. But Iron Breakers are so good. They're so good.
They're very good.
And you're coming in behind with the Grail Knights. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Look at that cab.
Oh no. And they're flying. And they're flying. They were completely destroyed, man. But I mean, even then, like you said, they do not break. I mean, I charged at them from every angle, and they're still here, still fighting.
Yeah. The morale is still okay, considering how many charges went off.
And then you did use a debuff, Soul Blight.
Yeah. Magic doesn't do as well against dwarves, but why not use it anyway? There's nothing else to use it on.
Right. And then if we look at what they have back here, they're shooting their organ gun behind us right now.
Oh yeah, they are. That's the first time they've really been able to use it.
Yeah.
But those Iron Breakers are surrounded. Oh yeah, Giant, get in there.
Oh man.
But look at that. Look how long they're holding against a total surround.
Complete. And yet they do not break. Oh man. Come on.
I love Iron Breakers.
I don't love them. No one loves them. I don't love them.
Nah, I love them.
No, they're pretty great. Now, I could have been a little bit more careful with my Grail Knights, but I kind of knew that we were fine, and so I kind of let them fight for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Iron Breakers are still going.
Yeah, the Iron Breakers still going. You sent off your Grail Knights, I think, to silence those organ guns.
Oh,
which,
yeah,
we're doing a good job at that.
Charging at more Iron Drakes, which they had plenty of.
And there we go. The Iron Breakers finally start to break.
That took a long time. I was actually beginning to wonder, like, why did that fight take so long when we took out one army? Iron Breakers. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Every time.
I love those Iron Breakers. But yeah, they don't really have too much left. I think they got the High King still somewhere. Yeah, you're surrounding him right now. Yeah.
Oh, King. Meet other King.
Meet the better King.
The best King is what you meant to say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you called him Carl, so...
I don't talk about that, dude. It's cool.
Oh, okay, okay. And that's it.
And we won the battle. That is how it went.
Because the dwarves were slow and slow to react, we were able to...
Yeah, I will definitely say do not bring in all knights like that. Had they brought in a bunch of spears or halberds or anything like that, I would have been in big trouble. And had they worked together, they would have had a much better time defending and potentially beating us. But they did not work together, and they were apart. But that is our battle.
Yeah, and look at those Iron Drake kills, man. So much money spent on Iron Drakes. They got 3 kills total out of 3 groups.
Right, which is why you really...
Huh?
Go on.
I was going to say, but that's not the fight they want to have anyway. I mean, against Grail Knights, they're not going to do anything. How are they supposed to know that they were going to get hit by nothing but cats the entire game?
Yeah. Now, that has happened to me too, and I can definitely catch you off guard, but you really need to think about what is more cost-effective to use in a fight. That if you do use a unit that is not cheap, you need to make sure that you get your gold's worth from that, and if you do not, don't bring them back.
Yeah.
So you do need to be careful with that because, I mean, that was a lot of gold. I think they're like, what, all over 1,000 each? That's a lot of gold.
Yeah, it's a lot of investment in those Iron Drakes.
Okay.
Yeah, Iron Drakes.
Well,
yeah,
that
thanks
will
for